Welcome everybody to my B8 guide for Zodiac. First we're going to go over the gear and then the rotation. Here I have the wizard top to hit damage upper limit with all 4 elements. And then the other 2 pieces are the star. So I've got Star Wanderer. And that's to hit the high damage upper limit. And then using a strike earring and the hero earring for more damage upper limit. And then a Nova on main, the Akashic sub, and a mixture of Ousia, Spirit Wars weapons, very good for high damage upper limit and magic attack. And then you can also use like Hestia, but Chaos is fine. Let's try to get like 500 damage upper limit. If you only have about 400, you can use the Surpassing Medicine. So going into the demo. The rotation is to recast Meteor before the minion comes each time for each minion. But on water, we're going to not recast Meteor and instead use 2 water attacks. The reason for this is that the minion cycle is shorter than the cycle you can usually recast Meteor. So we need a break. We need a point where we can catch up. And that's why we're using 2 water attacks. It's going to allow us a little wiggle room so that we're not slowly getting more and more behind each cycle. So here we start, and we got Meteor first, which is good. And the first minion will come. So we're just waiting for the first minion to hit with water. And here he is, so we're going to hit him with water, and then another water attack if we need. And the next one will be soil, and then wind, and then fire, and then back to water. Here the minion's about to come, so we recast Meteor to get it up high enough to one-shot him with the Moonbit. So we've got Meteor recasted. There's the minion. And then while we're waiting for the next minion, we want to get Meteor back up on deck and recast it after it's entered its 600. See there, it's entered its 600 DUL phase. So we need to recast it. So there's Meteor. So we're casting it so that we can one-shot the minion. And then using the wind, and then next is fire. So we need to get Meteor, recast it, and then cast fire. If we don't recast Meteor, it's not going to get one shot. So here we've got the Meteor. And now we're killing it with the fire. And then now in our water phase, we have 2 water attacks. So we're not going to cast Meteor, so that we have it ready for the soil. So we're not casting Meteor this time. We're just going to use the 2 water attacks. So here's the water minion. Otherwise we get behind with Meteor. So now we want to do Meteor, and we have Moonbit already ready. Otherwise, the cycles are too short, and you slowly get into a point where the minions are blowing you up. So there's the minion. And now we're caught up and fast enough in the cycle again. Okay, and getting ready for wind. So there we have it flip over, so we can recast it. If you do it before it flips over, you're going to enter your redundant phase 1 and probably wipe the party. It's now getting ready for fire. So we want to get Meteor up to get ready for the fire minion. So there's Meteor. There it flipped over, so we're rebuffing. Fire minion. And going back to the water phase, so now we're not casting the Meteor. We always skip the Meteor in the water phase so that we don't get behind on the tempo of the cycle, since the minions just come too fast. So using the water phase, and we had a barrage proc, so we didn't have to use 2. But here we go, doing Meteor. It's not necessary to have barrage or dash for this, as long as you have the right armor. So in the soil phase, and we're back in our regular rotation, rebuffing Meteor. Now there's Meteor for the wind. So Meteor, and then we're going to kill the wind minion, or the ground with the wind. And then next is fire. And the bosses are almost dead. So there's our Meteor. And kill the minion. And we're just about ready to burst the boss down. So killing the boss. So the rotation has Meteor, 2 water attacks, and a soil, wind, and fire. So once you have 400,000 damage upper limit, you can use the Surpassing Medicine and to reach up to 500,000, and then you can safely solo the minions using this rotation to make sure that you don't get behind on the cycle's tempo, or just covers bad RNG possibilities. And thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, leave them below and I'll answer you when I can get to it. Thanks.